Hi everybody, it's Paul at Quality Sewing, and I'm here to tell you about a brand new product that we've had a short amount of time. You might have seen in the store, but maybe not. It's a real breakthrough product. It is made by Grace, and it's called the QuiltMotion QMX. And what it is it's a long arm quilting system that turns your home machine into a long arm quilter, or a long arm system. Because what it does for you is just pretend this is your machine. It works with any home regular sewing machine, like you probably have more than one at home right now, and it will do automated borders like the one I've just done here, automated blocks, very easy to use. It comes as a complete unit, and it's an incredible breakthrough price, but it's so easy to use. It's going to allow you to take your machine, you put it, first off, part of the package is the Cutie Breeze Frame. Now, if you already have a Cutie Breeze Frame, then all you have to add is the automation, which you can do. But if you don't, we sell it at a package at a very attractive price. Now let's just look at the screen. This is a wireless tablet that it comes with, and you go to the tablet, and you can see the opening page here has quilt on it, and you're going to touch quilt. And what it's going to do, it's going to give you a checklist to make sure that you have a new needle, that you've put a full bobbin in your machine, that your needle is up so that the carriage can move, those types of things. And you just say start quilting. So now what it does is it gives you a picture of the area. This is our quilting area here in this rectangle that you can see now. And you have a choice now. You can choose a block, or you can choose a pantograph, or you can choose a line. Now you can see where I've already done a pantograph, and I'm going to show you that process here. I'm going to go to the pantograph, and I'm going to go to the design library, and I'm going to choose this pantograph with the hearts, and I'm going to confirm the selection. And once I confirm the selection, it shows me a picture on the screen of the actual design, and I go next. And this is where you can change the height of the design, and you can change the appearance. You can flip it over. See, if if the design's not symmetrical, you could flip it so the top's on the bottom, or vice versa. And then you go next, and you're ready. You just are going to tell it a starting point, and you're going to move your carriage to the starting point, and you're going to say you're going to tap that, and then you're going to move your carriage back to the ending point. And you're going to tap that, and what it's going to sew is exactly what you've already seen sewing on the fabric here. And then you're going to go next, and it's going to perform. It's going to actually go through and sew. I'm not going to do this one over, but I will show you a block to show you how the blocks work. Now I want to back up just a little bit, and I want to go back to the designs. Let's just go back to the start again here, and you go to the design library. Now the machine, or the system, comes with 10 blocks and 10 borders, and it also comes with 10 credits that you can go right to the store, Grace's store, and you can get 10 more designs of your choice. And then if you want more, you can subscribe. They have a subscription system, or you can buy individual patterns, and you do this right from the screen of the machine. When you go to the store here, it's going to show you the designs here, and you can scroll through the designs and shop for designs right on the screen. So you don't even have to go to your computer. You don't have to use a memory stick. This is a wireless tablet, and you put it on your home network, so it's getting the designs right off. Now, when I turned this on this morning, they just had an update, and it said, "Do you want to update it?" New. There's a little improvement in the firmware, and it updated automatically. So that's how easy this is to use. So I'm going to exit the design store here, and I'm going to go back to I'm going to close that, and I'm going to go back to the type. I'm going to pick a design, and I'm going to go to the blocks, and I'm going to choose from the design library. I'm going to choose a block pattern, and let's take a simple one here. I'll just take this one right here. It's the Ivy block. I confirm the selection, and it shows me the area here. And then next, it's going to ask me to tell it where I want to place the block. There's the 4 grids, and so what I do is, if I want the top of the block right here, I go to the top left and I press here, and then I go over here, and I want this to be the top right. I press there, then I go down here, the bottom, and I press here, and then I go right over here and I press again. Okay, and then you go next. And it shows me the block, and this is where I can flip it, I can rotate it, like 15 degrees. I can make it horizontal. I can do all sorts of editing right here. And then I go next, and then it says move to start, and it warns me that the carriage is going to move. So it moves to the starting point of that design, and then I say next, and now it says make sure your needle is up, which is important, of course. And of course, you want to make sure your machine is in the free motion mode, because remember, the machine's not, you just want your needle going straight, and the machine, the feed dogs we don't want it moving the fabric. So you're going to set whatever machine you have as if you're doing free motion stitching. And then you're going to start the sewing countdown. What's going to happen is it's going to go 3, 2, 1, and when it goes 3, 2, 1 is when you're going to hit the go switch on your machine. Now this machine has a go switch. Your machine may not have a go switch, but you do have a foot pedal, and you just tap your foot pedal then when you want it to start, and then you let off when you want it to stop. Because what's going to happen here is we're going to say, start the sewing countdown, and it goes 3, 2, 1, and then at 0 I hit sew, and the machine starts to sew, and the carriage starts to move, and it will show you on the screen exactly what it's doing. It's doing the outline of the pattern right here. It's making a perfect block. And you'll notice the stitching is perfect because it's controlling the speed. So you don't need a stitch regulator because this is an automated system. So you don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about perfect sew and stitches. And it will show you as it builds it. Now, when it gets close to the end, it will start a countdown that says there's 4 inches to go, 3 inches to go, 2 inches to go, 1 inch, and when it hits finish is when you're going to let off your foot pedal or you're going to hit the stop switch on your sewing machine. And remember, this is your sewing machine. Works with basically any sewing machine you have. And the setup is very easy, very good instructions, and they work because the way it's designed. It's honestly very simple, but very clever. They're the only people who thought of this because for years, people want to have automation, but they just don't want to invest what it takes to get a full-on professional long arm system. So we have sold a lot of these already, and it says finished, and I wasn't paying attention, so I finished. But we have our block right there. And that's because I didn't finish it when I was supposed to, but you have your block just like that, and it's complete, and it's that easy to do. So it's just very nice because once it's set up, the frame is easy to set up, and remember, you don't have to use automation. You can do free motion stitching as well. You can release the belts on this, and you can just go right into doing free motion stitching on your Cutie Breeze. Okay, so what did you think? Don't you think you'd have fun sewing with this? Remember, this turns your machine into a long arm quilting system, and the price is very attractive, and you will. I think you'd love it. So if you want to see it in person, visit any one of our stores, or if you want to order one, we ship. We ship freight free. We ship it free to your home anywhere in the continental U.S. And I think you're going to love the new QMX. And if you don't love your sewing machine, we can build you a special package. We can offer you a special package with a new machine and the Cutie Breeze and the QMX automation. Thanks for your business.